The first matchup that we'll be covering today will be Freshlobster against
Ashirogi, so it's gonna be German.
Ashirogi. Thank you. I was about
German
to butcher that.
German. It's actually funny because Ashirogi, he has a BBG in front of his name, so I'm not sure.
And I thought he was
I'm not sure if that's a new
bruised by God's offspring or something.
I'm not sure what's happening there, but we're just gonna go with Ashirogi. It's a German matchup as well, but yeah, key thing is that Lobster is one of the favorite players in this tournament. We want to go over his matchup. We want to mention.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
There we go. Yeah, I think I'm keeping all the combo cards.
Fading.
I could see kicking it, but like if I don't have a single other card. But since my opponent plays three...
Okay, so since you don't know the matchup, I'm gonna tell you. This matchup, Ionia version will actually smork you if you go for the too greedy mulligan. And you can't really, like, the only tools you have them to stop, it's you have to count only on freezes. You can't count Vengeance, you can't count Whale, because you have to expect them to be denied, like when you go on defense. And the way they could push damage, they just attack once with Trundle, you freeze it, and when they attack again, you try to Vengeance it, they deny Palm, and they suddenly push you with like 12-13 damage with the Trundle. Because they can just palm your blocker, and if you try to Vengeance, they have deny. So basically, only freeze you have to count as an effective tool to deal with their attacks. So they don't necessarily win by milling, they win by smorking you.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. But I'm not sure if they showed decks, but I run triple Flash Freeze and the Three Sisters. So, and I run like 2 Vengeance, 2 Runations, which doesn't matter in this matchup. But a lot of like big punch stalling and like removal. Yeah. Because I don't know the matchup, I wasn't quite sure how to pilot this mid-game, these turns 4, 5, 6, 7. So I wanted to make a bit of hand space. And I also didn't know how much board space I'd need. And that's what resulted in a few like weird lines, I think.
Your opponent doesn't, like, here he always blocks the spider. He never he never leaves the spider on the board here. You always block with the free 2, the spider to clear it as so you don't have a blocker for next turn. If you don't have Trundle here, like what you gonna do against this Trundle? It's kind of rough. Like you could play Vengeance if you have it, right?
So you mean the Ionia version should just go for the
smart he should
game
have
plan
blocked. Like he should definitely block here to clear the blocker.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, in that case, I was definitely having the wrong macro game plan because I was also trying to get rid of my small blockers for I mean,
opponent like he didn't know how to pilot the matchup as well, so that's fine, I guess. So you didn't get punished there. I mean, you have all the combo pieces, so you have to just keep your Lisa alive until you can play the Matron. So this is a good pass because you're at 8 cards, opponent is at 9. So next time you can open pass, yeah? That's your thought process?
Yeah. Also, like, yeah, board state looks fine. There's not much to do. I was already contemplating just playing the Viafees just to get more hand space, but I guess there's also no real reason to do so.
So, okay, can you pause for a sec?
Yeah.
So, did you have any read here on your opponent's hand by him open attacking here? Do you know already what's not in his hand?
Give me a second. You mean no more units?
Because it's a really good turn. No, I mean, what's not in his... no more... No, not necessarily. You know that he has no Go Get It, because that was a really good turn for, like, a Go Get It before attacking. Because here, you would think a lot longer before you attack in. Because Go Get It here, and you attack with Ephemeral Trundle, and you play a new Trundle to get the pillars.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
So this means... I don't know if he has it in the deck, but this deck should be running at least one of.
There were 2 Go Get It's in the deck, yeah.
Yes, so this gives you a tell that he shouldn't have one.
Okay.
Because he didn't even consider that as a play. Because the reason why you do it before the attack, so you can get rid of your Ephemeral Trundle by attacking. Because if you do it after the attack, then you cannot redevelop a 0-mana Trundle, yeah?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Especially if you're still following the smart game plan. But yeah, I didn't pick up on the read just because like I don't know if I've ever played this matchup, to be honest. So
next turn you want to play. You want to have a. You want to open pass, right? And you want to, like, if your opponent passes back, you are still fine because your opponent is at 10 cards, so he's burning, and this way he has to do something. And you don't want to, you don't want to, you don't have time to play that Valfis later. So I think getting rid of this Valfis now wasn't that bad. So does this Tavern Keeper tells you anything? Like he could play like you could play Avalanche here, and the opponent would be happy, right? Because this means he has most likely Homecoming, right?
Yeah.
And he wanted to maybe bait. So this means either opponent has a second Trundle or the Homecoming, right?
Yeah.
Like, because you always heal your Trundle in this matchup, unless you have one of these two cards.
Yeah, I mean, Sentry development is straightforward. So my opponent here goes for the Homecoming right away, if I recall correctly.
Based on his hand, I remember saying that it would be correct line, yes.
Yeah, because I think if you do it into 8 mana, knowing I play 2 Vengeances, it's almost always backed up by a second Homecoming or a Deny. So
Or a Trundle.
Or a Trundle.
So he wants you to kill it.
Oh, Ashirogi is in chat as well, my opponent. Do you want to get into the call, or would you rather just watch? Feel free to hit me up. So yeah, here's the Homecoming, and I actually didn't quite know how to play the macro game plan.
That was easy, 3 sisters, no?
3 sisters obliterate, you mean?
Yeah.
I can see it, but then on his turn 9, I give him another pillar. Yeah, no, right?
I mean, he gets another pillar anyway, right?
I'm pretty sure the
ice shard was better. Yeah, ice shard was better. You're right. Because I think you played ice shard. Definitely passing is not the correct line.
Yeah, so at this point I'm thinking there's a good chance for me. So my opponent just played a Homecoming, reducing the likelihood of a second Homecoming. And at this point I already thought, like, okay, this is a good opportunity to get Lissandra on the board and go Matron into Matron next turn, setting up Matron to Watcher on my next attack. And yeah. I'm not quite like, I guess Ice Shard makes sense for the draw and...
No, this Ice Shard was really good. I'm pretty sure. And Lissandra, like, I remember you had some obvious lines, like, very easy, and you went with some weird-ass play at the end, which should have cost you the game. Yeah, because you just go Liss, and next turn, I think, like, opponent, like, jumped probably, Pillar, and you started doing something wanky instead of just jamming Matron.
Yeah.
Did you play around 3... Did you play around like double go get it
No, I'll be honest, like I just brain farted and thought that with one go get it and a with like the 2 pillars in hand and a go get it, my opponent could combo out the Watcher that turn.
But you know how go get it works with pillar, right?
Yeah, well now I do. I just brain farted in that moment. It
doesn't progress twice towards Liss. It only progresses once.
Yeah. I realized it like a minute later. I actually realized that, like, on the same turn, like, on the VOD, you might hear me say if I got the sound up. Because
you see how clean Matron here is, right?
Yeah.
You have Watcher, you just win.
It's so stupid because I set this up, right? The reason why I played Lissandra last turn was for exactly this play. And then, I don't know, I look at the deck list, I look at, like, could anything go wrong? And then I see go get it, and I'm like, wait, can he, like, play go get it? Play Lissandra and get the Watcher, and for some reason I thought he could, and I would want to wait for him to tap under 8 mana before I do it. And I take a pass that is definitely horrible here. Yeah,
you can't, because if he attacks in with the Trundle, then you have to act. And
yeah, exactly, and I have to tap below Matron, and that's exactly what happened.
If you had one more mana, that's fine, because you can still do it post-combat, right, with the Flash Freeze.
Yeah, exactly. Then I can play more cautiously, but I mean, there's no reason to play cautiously. My opponent can't get the Watcher out this turn. And this is definitely an int on my side. Like, no.
I mean,
no
he could get it with double go get, but that's double go get with Lissandra. That's the only way.
True, that actually works. 2 out of 2 go get it. But like you said yourself earlier, we should have had the read that opponent probably didn't.
He doesn't have it.
Yeah.
9 mana. Yeah, you can refill the pillar. You can refill the mana chat with the go get with the pillar for 0 mana. You can play go get, then pillar for 0, then pillar for 8, and go get, and again play pillar, and then you can play Lissandra.
Yep.
And you still have 5 mana to spare for deny.
All right, I get Ashirogi into this call. My first round opponent here.
Hello.
What's up, Ashirogi? Wait,
Ionia Freshl 6, Draven Freshl 6 low.
Yeah, they were missed the attack.
I'll share screen here. Oh yeah, now I see it as well. Just the Tavern Keeper swinging alongside, yeah.
And at the end I missed, like, I'm off by like 3 damage, I think. So yeah.
But if I recall correctly, for that attack, I did still have Vengeance mana up. Don't remember exactly the situation.
Would you have Vengeance like the 3 or like, I don't know.
Let's
on the other attack.
I'll let you know once we get to the situation. Okay, here I think the on-trade is straightforward. At this point I'm already a bit tilted because I know and I actually was hoping that it was like this series was not being shown on the main stream. I had no idea we were getting streamed.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, I think I play Entomb here. Like, I know he can't kill me next turn, and so I want to set up Watcher for the turn, for my next attack token, but it wasn't, like, don't know if it was better to just Entomb Lissandra here. But then I wouldn't have had...
I mean, he can't kill you next turn.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I mean, so there's no point in tombing here if you can't kill you next turn. Unless you want to try to kill Lissandra on your next open attack, then you don't set up actually Watcher if you're trying to kill Lissandra on next attack token. that hovering confirm Matron shamelessly.
Yeah, that was Entomb on Trundle, right?
Yeah, Entomb and Trundle. So I can play out my second Trundle.
Do you have an option to speed up the replay, like a 1.5 perhaps?
I'm looking for it right now.
Why don't you consider playing Trundle here?
I don't remember the exact reason. Yeah, I thought something about spell mana.
Yeah, but why? For next turn you have attack token. And playing Trundle would allow you to kill his Lissandra. Also, you could play Watcher next turn. You're fading.
Yeah, but board
then
space
he would
doesn't
have ran
work.
into stun.
Oh yeah, you don't have board space, that's true.
Yeah, that's why I'm tanking so long. I was
that as
looking if I can get it, and since I was not able to get it, I thought for some reason it would be smarter to keep board space free and to keep spell mana. Which in hindsight was very stupid, because at this point my opponent can realistically just smork me down on the next attack with a full swing.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, like, I'm not even making excuses. This game was just like butchered by me completely, and I got very lucky there.
I mean, what you could have done if you wanted the board space, you could have gotten the same board space by obliterating your frozen trial with fading. Oh no, you couldn't because Matron has to come down last. No, never mind.
Also, at this point, when I top deck Sentry, I think I'm supposed... Well, no, that doesn't make sense. Of course, I want to flip Lissandra. So I'm not sure if I want to clear out the pillars here or not, or if I want to go for Nexus damage. In hindsight, it's probably way better to clear out the pillars.
Yeah, you kill pillars, definitely, because like you can just die next turn.
Exactly.
And you are giving your opponent damage by keeping their pillars.
Yeah. I don't know, I just missed it. Like, I didn't have the macro for that matchup. It was not good.
I'm not sure about blocking here with the...
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. I think, yeah. If my game plan was to just smork him down, then I should have not blocked. But I also don't know, like, I had Ice Shards in hand, I think. And I wanted to play them out. So I didn't think...
like, you played the Ice Shard anyway after the combat, most likely.
No, but... Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, the quality, though.
Is it dropping? My internet might be going garbage again.
Oh yeah, then I overdraw.
Oh yeah, I talked about that you need to play the card there, because, yeah, the Ice Shard, because you're gonna be overdrawing. And I think you had the...
I think I couldn't play Ice Shard because Trundle was at 1 HP, so, but I had a...
you had the Ravine, for sure. In the hand, I remember. You had a Ravine deny for sure.
Yeah, something like that.
Like here, you just had lethal. I don't know why you didn't deny this. This is just a free deny.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I still...
Literally, you had lethal.
I was too focused on Watcher, like, killing him, that I didn't think about, like, actually killing him through damage.
Like, because see what happens now. If you deny this, he has to Vengeance Watcher. There is no
Yeah.
other play, right? If he Vengeance Watcher, then you pull with 2 pillars his units and you just kill him,
Yeah.
like to the face.
Yeah. Any answer I have taps me under Flash Freeze mana.
Yeah, exactly, and he's just dead.
Man,
Like, I was-
this game was a fiesta. Oh,
Yeah,
this
volleyball game. That was a really good volleyball game.
Yeah. A lot of passing back and forth.
Was it correct to kill Lissandra? Yeah, right. Because like otherwise I wouldn't have done.
I
You
mean,
would've
going
done-
for lethal was the correct line. So
Yeah, but like.
Yeah, but I was actually considering Vengeance here because I can
I had
get...
the 9 hand.
Okay. Oh yeah, then the 3 damage actually did end up hurting big time. Alright, after this game I'll try to switch the video player so I can skip with the arrows.
No, I think like. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I would have applied damage 6 times. So by killing Lissandra here, I get more damage, right?
Yeah, it might have been correct. Didn't quite count it through.
Because I have like 3 attacks here. I have Ice Shard 1, I have Ravine 2, and I have like another Ice Shard. Which is 6 instances.
I mean, if you don't go for lethal here, you lose anyway. You know what's your opponent hand. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. If you don't
Yeah,
win
but-
this, then you just lose. You have to go for win this round because you literally know that he has Matron plus Watcher in his hand. And you can't do not deal with 2 Watchers. It's basically game if you don't win this round.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I think I had more damage by killing Lissandra, right? Or no?
Oh yeah, probably. You need to do the math there, but you're probably right, but still. The damage is irrelevant there. Unless it's lethal.
I mean, it would have been lethal if I attacked with Tavern Keeper, right?
Yeah. That's like going way back. Yeah. I gotta admit I was a bit surprised that it actually ended like that. Felt like you would have more answers, but I guess I could also put out 3 Watchers, so it's kind of doomed.
Again, we're in a situation in which if he drew that other Blighted Ravine, he could drop double Blighted Ravine this turn. Like, that misplay actually may matter.
And at this level of play, any small mistake gets punished.
Yeah.
There's no leeway to make mistakes and still win games. It's going to be much, much harder.
But he's playing that Ice Shard first, before he loses Lissandra, which is very smart, so he doesn't take the extra damage. Yeah, we see 1 there, 2 there, and then 3, going down to 8. Double, going down to 6. Yeah, like Blighted Ravine could really help him here, if he had the other one as well. Keep in mind, Ionia does not have Vengeance, but they do have Concussive Palm. The thing is, we see a Fading Memories there. So I don't know how he stops this. Like, he needs to find a way,
To stop
Man,
2 Watchers.
and he needs to draw into like another version of the champion, basically. Like, he needs to be able to shuffle a champion back to his deck. Otherwise, Lobster's gonna take this back.
There's the Ice Shard, still 7 health. Going to go down to 5 now for Lobster, Ice Shard, and well, 2 Ice
And
Shards can
he
make
would be
it.
down at 3. Oh, yeah, you can see the frustration from Ashirogi here.
And this is the point now
Oh, he's
where
bringing it back.
with the Watchers coming down, health does not matter. Nexus health is really irrelevant. It's all about the
Exactly.
Watcher combo.
Oh, my lord. Oh, he's actually bringing this back.
Vile Feast is there as well for Lobster if he needs to heal, but I think 5 HP is going to be healthy enough at this point.
This is where the Shadow Owls one is like, this is why the Shadow Owls version is king, man. It's like, yeah, because upon this one, I got a Fading Memories and another one in hand. Like, there's nothing stopping this. It's over. It's
And
over.
that's the surrender coming in from Ashirogi. So again, he was very, very close, but because he
man.
didn't have 2 answers, 2 denies to both the Vengeance and the Entomb, and because Lobster knew he had to save basically all of his mana for that defense turn to have the right tools to stop the Watcher attack from his opponent. He had it, and then once you go to the next turn, that was your window. If you miss that window, it's your opponent's turn to shine, and at that stage in the game, turns 10, 11, you have all the pieces ready to go. You have the level up, you have the 4 8-mana units played, and game 1 goes to Lobster. It was a close one. It was a weird one because that's really not a normal game of Runeterra. It's a special deck that really just goes for a combo late game finish without caring about the Nexus health throughout the whole game, but Lobster takes game 1.